This is Liberty Back to Americans, and I'm your host, Ambria. And in the course of this show, I will be helping you to be aware of your rights, how they are being taken away and violated, and comparing them to the tyranny that earlier colonial Americans went through. Showing you why it is important to acknowledge the Constitution and to keep the Constitution safe, along with our liberties and the pursuit of happiness. In this first show, I will be introducing you to the Bill of Rights, the First and the Fourth Amendment, showing you different examples of factual videos.
The Declaration of Independence, Action of Second Continental Congress, July 4th, 1776. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty, to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a can.
With that being said, we will move forward, presenting you with the First and Fourth Amendment. Following this will be the breakdown of both.
Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Amendment 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Amendment 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Search and arrest warrants. Unreasonable. Who is there to define what is unreasonable? Would me being at the airport with my children, having us not have done anything or have a previous record of being a terrorist or being on the no-fly list, would it be reasonable for my 5-year-old or my 6-year-old to be searched by the TSA, to be scanned by the naked body scanner, violating laws by being even scanned like that? That is a violation. For someone to come on my property, to poke around and nose about, to pass allegations upon me with no warrant, proving the reasonable doubt, to search and seizure anything on my property, shall not be backed up by any law enforcement. I will show you a video that shows someone being violated. It is important, very, very important, for the government and all law enforcement to also be governed by these laws, these amendments, these rights. No one shall have special privileges and not have to abide by any of these laws and the consequences that follow by violating. In conclusion to today's show, I would have hoped that I have helped you realize a couple of things that I have indicated in the beginning of the video. Open your eyes to things that you haven't thought about either in a long time or not at all. Next week's show will go in depth over the First Amendment. Yes, more examples, more videos of this right being violated. I also want to urge you to search forward with the links and create your own links as your eyes are being opened to these tyrannistic views. Thank you very much.